Breaking news in the meantime, Ferrari had a terrible weekend at the Chinese Grand Prix, losing by a staggering 18 points after both Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc were disqualified. This shocking setback sent shockwaves through the paddock, and the Scuderia is currently struggling to recover from the costly blow. Let's talk about it and stay tuned until the very end. In a dramatic shakeup ahead of the Japanese Grand Prix, Red Bull has officially confirmed that Yuki Tsunoda will replace Liam Lawson starting from the Japanese Grand Prix this weekend. Liam Lawson, who was drafted in as a replacement after Sergio Perez's unexpected departure earlier this season, has had a difficult start to his Red Bull career, despite high expectations following his impressive stand-in performances for Alfa. In 2023, Lawson has struggled to extract the maximum potential from the RB21. The young Kiwi's performance was evident from the outset as he failed to progress beyond Q1 in both the Australian and Chinese Grand Prix. His lackluster qualifying sessions left him mired in the midfield, limiting his ability to make an impact on race day, while strategic gambles like a pitlane start in China were used to lessen his struggles. Red Bull Racing has officially announced that Yuki Tsunoda will replace Lawson in the second RB21, marking an abrupt end to the Kiwi's brief tenure with the senior team. In the end, Lawson placed a fast sixth in Shanghai and was unable to contend for any points. We decided on a different setup for the car that makes it easier to drive. And with this setup he has shown the best performance so far while Lawson struggled. Speaking after the Chinese Grand Prix, Red Bull's motorsport advisor Dr. Helmut Marko alluded to the growing concerns within the team. He didn't make much progress, but his lap times were closer to max habit, so at least that's a step forward. In his fourth season in Formula One with Racing Bulls, Yuki Tsunoda maintained his impressive play. Red Bull is keeping a close eye on the Japanese driver's progress because he has shown that he can extract performance from the Racing Bulls or BO2 by consistently outperforming teammate Daniel Ricciardo with strong midfield finishes and an aggressive, yet controlled driving style. Tsunoda told reporters in Shanghai, "I am ready for Red Bull. I have worked hard, improved my consistency, and I believe I can deliver results." He made no secret of his desire to join the senior team. When asked if the team had thought about giving Lawson more time to adjust, given the infamously steep learning curve of the RB21, Red Bull team principal Christian left little room for doubt. His promotion is not only a recognition of his strong form but also a calculated move by Red Bull, as Suzuka is his home race and a prime opportunity to rally Japanese fan support. Liam is aware that he is a fighter, but if we want to compete for the Constructors' Championship, we need both cars to deliver. Marko, in the meantime, stayed cool about the decision before the official announcement, but his remarks after China suggested that changes were coming. "We are considering all of our options. Formula One is a results-driven business. Red Bull is lagging behind a resurgent Ferrari in the constructor rankings, therefore we need both cars to be competitive. It's more important than ever for Lawson to have a trustworthy backup driver to accompany Max Verstappen." When questioned about Tsunoda's confidence in taking his position, the sudden emotion is a tough pill to chew. While he is still in Red Bull's driver pool, his future there is now uncertain as there is no immediate seat available at Racing Bulls. Tsunoda's promotion marks a significant shift in Red Bull's approach to its driver lineup, with Verstappen locked in as the team's lead driver. Lawson responded, "I can say whatever I want. I have raced him for years, defeating him in junior categories and even in Formula One. Tsunoda now gets a fantastic chance to demonstrate his abilities at the greatest level." However, the 2025 Formula One Chinese Grand Prix took an unexpected turn when Alpine's Pierre Gasly and Ferrari's Charles Leclerc were disqualified by violating technological regulations. After both drivers' vehicles were determined to be under the minimum weight limit, the shocking decision was made. This was a devastating blow to Ferrari, as they lost a crucial 18 points in the constructors' standings. The high-stakes drama of the race at the Shanghai International Circuit on Sunday, March 23, 2025, was already intense, but things became worse after stewards opened an investigation into Leclerc's Ferrari and Gasly's Alpine. After careful examination, FIA authorities concluded that both vehicles were disqualified because they did not fulfill the minimum weight limit. Although Gasly's disqualification had less of an effect on the standings, Leclerc had initially crossed the finish line in fifth place, earning crucial points for Ferrari's championship campaign. However, the bigger blow to Ferrari came when Lewis Hamilton, who was competing for the Scuderia in 2025, was also disqualified after FIA inspectors discovered irregularities with his car's floorplank. Ferrari, who had been fighting for a stronger position, fell to fifth place, far behind McLaren, the current leaders. This decision sent shockwaves through the paddock, drastically changing the Constructors' Championship landscape. The team is under tremendous pressure as the season goes on. According to FIA's technical delegate Joe Bauer, post-race inspections showed that Leclerc's Ferrari weighed 799 kilograms, 1 kilogram less than the required minimum. When the car returned to the pits, its initial weight was 800 kilograms, but after the required fuel drain, it fell below the legal threshold, resulting in an automatic disqualification. A similar problem was found with Gasly's Alpine, which also fell below the weight limit. In Hamilton's case, the FIA's investigation found that the floor plank on his car measured between 8.5 and 8.6 millimeters in thickness, failing to meet the required 9 millimeters minimum. The wear on the plank suggested excessive contact with the track surface, potentially giving an aerodynamic advantage. Consequently, this significant loss overshadowed Hamilton's triumph in the sprint race earlier in the weekend. Ferrari is in a precarious position and will have to regroup before the next round, with rivals like Red Bull and McLaren taking advantage of their misfortune. The Italian team now faces an uphill battle to regain lost ground while Ferrari and Alpine suffered significant blows. The double disqualification has left Ferrari reeling because they were banking on solid points from Leclerc and Hamilton to stay competitive in the Constructors' Championship team. Principal Frédéric Vasseur expressed his frustration over the decision but acknowledged the need to comply with FIA regulations. Ocon's promotion into the point zone also assisted Alpine in lessening the damage caused by Gasly's disqualification. While several drivers profited from the unexpected disqualifications, Esteban Kim Antonelli, Alex Albon, and Ali Bayman gained positions and earned valuable points for their respective teams. For Williams and Haas, the extra points provided a much-needed boost in their Constructors' Championship fight. Music claps, music.